Good morning and welcome to October. Been hard at work and we got about $6,000 in that process. Managed to pick this beauty up. And I say beauty lightly because its looks are very deceiving. It is absolutely been ran through. It's got like 5,500 hours on it. And I talked the guy into selling it for 850 bucks. So we have this. The only thing it's got going for it is its paint, and I think it's got new tires. Other than that, she's definitely worn out. But as you can see, we don't have the scythe anymore, or the pitchfork to throw it in the rows. So we are going to going to the store and we're gonna pick up some equipment. So let's see what we can find. All right, so we're looking for excuse me, a cheaper or a this is $450. But I want to I really want something with a bag. Is there anything on sale? Nothing we could really ever afford. Let's see. Got oh, there's this for 1900. And it can have a 3-point on it. Wow, how about that? What else can we do to it? Gonna add some weights. Probably not a terrible idea if we're gonna put something in the back. Get a little bit of better tire for grip. So that's the exhaust. Where is the exhaust on this thing? Was it right there? Is this the exhaust? Yes. Oh, we can have it on stack. Nah, I don't think we really need to mess with that. It's $3,200 right now. But it might do us good for a while. So I'm going to spend the money. Go back into the mowers because I think the deck was in here. It's right there, 950 bucks. Seems a little steep, but there's the mower. Now, can we get a windrower? Ooh, that's a little big. For 800 bucks, you know what? We'll try it. We'll try it. If worst comes to worst, I'll get the pitchfork again. It's just slow. Do you think we can do some hay? $1,500. So I think that's going to be our goal. We're going to get $1,500. We get up to $1,500 so we can get a tedder, so we can do hay, so we can get a little more money. And then I think we're going to get some silage, but I would also like to get into field work because I'd like to be able to control the yield of the field. I wonder, can I pick this up? Nice. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Now, the big question is how well is this going to work? Handles like a dream. All right, we're on to something, ladies and gentlemen. And for clarification, I am not going to drive that truck very much because it is very badly damaged. So until I can get a workshop and some money, I ain't touching it. I don't want to break down, have it break down. So I'm going to basically use all the equipment I have, and then at some point I will hopefully get enough money to get it fixed. I'm just going to put this down here, and then, oh, you know what? Hold on. Ooh, brakes. Brakes no good. Actually, let's just take this back to the store. I want to look at a plow and a planter. Do I have lights on this thing? I do not. That's 12 miles an hour, so this thing is a little sketchy. Let's go see if we can find, like, I don't know, a chintzy little plow that can go on this thing. Maybe a cultivator as well. Because I don't want to plow a field the whole time, and cultivators you can do a little bigger for less, for this about the same amount of power. So you need a plow to make the field, but I also don't want to keep the plow forever. So we'll just show us how to work. Into the store, go to the plow. Can we get a weeder? Might need that. $2,400 for that one. A sprayer at all? Ooh, there's this little guy. That one might be a little much for our little tractor. How about a spreader? There's this one. Might be able to handle it, might not, I'm not sure. Seeder? No. Planter? No, okay. A 2-row corn planter, but they can't do grass. I need something that does grass. Where is the grass? Grass link here? Oh, damn. Well, we're gonna have to figure out something for seeding, because definitely we'll have to keep our eye out for something. $1,250 for this one. Our tractor does have the power for it. That's kind of nice. Cultivators. You got one for $1,100. You got one for $5,500. This one is bigger. How much horsepower does our little guy have? It's got 20. And it required what? 30? Could try it. We do have the weight, so might be able to handle it. But we have some options. But, well, we need money to begin with, so let's cut some grass, get some bales made, get to the tedder so we can get some hay, so we can profit a little more. It's not going to be a whole lot, but I think closer to the winter, the more money we're going to get, because everyone's going to be wanting it more. So I think for today we're going to start here. So let's see if I can figure this out. Boy, I don't want to do this. I don't want to start this on the. And this should lower it. Then that should turn on. And then we should be. Oh my God, this thing does this at 12 miles an hour. Get out of there, little deer. Holy Jesus. Oh, brakes. Well, that worked. I'm gonna do, well, I guess I'm just gonna go this way for a minute. We can do a bigger area since we can do it as 12 miles an hour. So turn here. You know what? I might do this whole square. I'll get back to you. The bailing is going to be the fun part, but I'll get back to you. Let's give you an update once we start windrowing. Alright, that took a couple hours. But this is a lot of grass. And because it's a side discharge, I was able to kind of put them in rows. I'm just going to make them bigger with the windrower. So this ought to be easier than I anticipated. And hopefully a little faster, because this windrower is much bigger. But I guess we're going to give this a shot. This thing has absolutely no brakes and it's terrifying. So, let's see what we can do. I think, actually I think I was gonna, let's start here. We'll do this in sections. So, let's, oh, it's a little bit of a struggle. Definitely can tell the weight is throwing this thing off a little bit, but I can work with this. We got 4 rows in one. That baler is going to be pooping them things out left and right. So I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to go grab the baler. As you can see, we have a whole lot of bales. So probably did a little too much, but I was really excited to use the lawnmower, and that lawnmower was fun. So, but so many bales, so many bales. Did a lot of walking. And this isn't organized. This is, I started here. There was some left in it from before. So I started here. This was here. So let's say this is the first one from the row. And then the next. And then the next. And it literally kept going on. The only one that spread out was this one because I skipped the row. But it is 4:30. I am exhausted for all the walking I did, and I'm not gonna lie, as great as much as I love this thing, that seat not very comfy. So I'm gonna rest. I'll do this, well, next month. So I'm just gonna sneak in around. I guess I won't sneak in around it. I did not realize I parked that right there. Alright, it's just gonna stay right there. I'm gonna get some rest. See you guys next month. Ah, yes, good morning. It is November. It has been 1 month since I have woken up. Nah, you know how this game works. But we gotta get these bales. I am kind of curious on the pricing, so I'm gonna get this parked, get some of it loaded up, and we'll see how much we'll make, I guess. Oh yeah, can you hear that? Sounds lovely. Just kind of park this. Oh geez. All right, I'm gonna get a load. Yeah, and we'll see how much we get for. I'll have to do some sort of mental math to figure out how much I put in here, but I'll see you when I get to selling. I'm not gonna bore you with all of this. I'll give you the first one and the last one and where we started and where we're at. So bear with me. See you in a minute. All right. Ooh. We got 7,500 liters, which is what's 8, right? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 5, 9, 6, 15. We got 15 bales here. $876. All right, we're gonna stop at the store quick. I'm gonna get that tedder, or should I get the plow? Hang on. Subsoiler on sale. Oh, that'd be nice. Don't think I get that though. Okay, so this plow is $12.50. Well, I could probably wait on the plow, seeing it is November. What am I doing? What was I doing? Tedder. It's 1,500. Now, see, the big problem this requires a PTO. So that is off the table. I do not think my little lawnmower has a PTO shaft, or an output shaft. So we're gonna have to get an actual tractor. Park this up in here. Stop. I'm just gonna double check. I don't think this has a PTO because the windrower didn't need one, that's for sure. It just worked off the ground. No, there's no PTO shift, so that's not gonna work. So we have to get money to get an actual tractor if we want to do hay. I say we could do silage, but I don't have any way of picking that up. Unless... what's the cheapest trailer? This one's for $42.50. Now holds 1,600 liters. That's not a lot. Where's this little guy? 2,000 to 3,000 liters for $450. Hold up, we're on to something here. And then go to hand tools. Where's my shovel? Where's my shovel? Did I take my shovel off? I'll have to find my shovel. I could cut the grass, load it, putting it into the wagon, dump out the wagon. Okay, hold on. Before I get any further in this conversation, how much is... What's manure heap? That's $25,000. I don't have one that is cheaper than that. But this, I think we're gonna wait on silage. I think I'd rather do hay, because then I can get some sheep, and then we can get some byproducts off the sheep, and then we could sell. So we need a tractor. I'm gonna get these bales loaded up and sold. And then we'll see what we got after. See what we end up with after all that, and then we'll see. We'll make a decision on something. So bear with me. But yeah, I'm not. This is so many bales that I'll show you the last load. So first one was 7,500 liters. It's like it was $800. 850, I believe, closer to. So we'll see where we're at the end. We have $2,115. Good year, good year, good year. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, got the last load, 7,500 liters. We're at 58.78 right now. We started with 2015 off to the first load. Excuse me. And $878, we're up to $67.56. Ouch. Oh, my hiccups are getting real terrible today. So let's go. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I really don't care about this truck. I'm beating the crap out of it. I had this thing loaded up a few times. It was kind of fun. Should have stopped at the store. Alright, do I have Wi-Fi here? Apparently I do. Alright, so we need something with the PTO shaft. Don't have enough money. I have enough money, but that's pretty expensive. Don't have nearly enough money. I have enough money. And it might work. Do you have PTO? You do have PTO and hydraulic hookup. Ooh. Got all the fancy things. And this thing is 45 horsepower. This thing is actually a little Spitfire. I don't like the color. I like the color red. That's a $500 charge. I guess we're sticking with orange. Alright. Oh. Hold on, I forgot a couple things. I don't know if I ever found a cedar. I did not. Still got the corn planters. Which I do plan on doing corn, but I wanted... Alright. $756. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna... Well, you're just gonna be a mower now, so... Well, that baler is the next thing that's getting upgraded, but I don't know if I could ever find one cheap enough. Well, let's go check out our new little tractor. Kind of excited. Maybe I'll do a load of logs too. It is pretty late in the year, and I know the grass isn't going to grow anymore, so it's like a 2-cylinder engine. Very small. Look at that. Is that an air cleaner? What is this? What is this battery hooked up to? Oh, that's the air cleaner. What is that thing? I don't know. But it's got 45 horsepower and a PTO shaft, so. Well, there's like nothing to this. There's more to the back of this tractor than just to the front. Nice. And this thing does 15 miles an hour, so it's a little faster than our little lawnmower. You know what? I probably... I don't know. We'll get a load of logs. I'm going to get a plow anyway, so I guess this point, this is just preventative maintenance, I guess you could say. Let's just get this picked up. Oh, I didn't. I'll put that down on the ground. So, I'm gonna chop down a tree. You know, I think I might, I don't know. Yeah, this grass is pretty dead, so I'm gonna not do grass. I'm gonna start doing some logging. I do have this little island of trees here, so I'm gonna pick a couple trees out of here, cut them down, sell them, and I'll see you guys in the spring. So I hope you enjoyed. This video is probably gonna be another short one. Do feel like that's kind of gonna work better in my situation because I'm starting off so small. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. If you are new and want to see more, hit subscribe. I stream this game. I stream a bunch of other games. So I hope you enjoy either way. Have fun. Have a good day. And stay safe.